My girlfriend died 13 months ago. Last night, she messaged me on Facebook. At first, I thought it was a cruel joke or someone hacked her account. But then she said something no one else could know. That's when I stopped breathing. That's when I knew I was being haunted through the screen. Her name was Emily. We were together for 5 years. She died in a car crash. Sudden, brutal, final. I couldn't bring myself to delete her Facebook. It felt wrong, like erasing the last proof she ever existed. So I left it, frozen in time, untouched, until one night, the messages began. The first message was simple. Hey. I stared at it for hours. Her name, her photo, her words, staring back like she was alive again. I wanted to believe it was someone grieving, maybe her mom. But I knew her mom didn't have the password. No one did. We kept it just between us. I ignored it. Weeks passed. Then came more. Where'd you go? And miss you. Each time, my stomach turned. They weren't frequent, but they were always timed wrong, like she was watching, waiting. I finally answered. Who is this? The reply came instantly. Just 3 words. You know me. I checked the account's activity. No logins. No IP addresses. Nothing. Facebook support said there was no suspicious behavior. But that made it worse. The messages weren't being sent by anyone, yet they kept coming. I was either losing my mind, or Emily wasn't resting like I thought. Then it got personal. She mentioned my scar, called it Wiggles, the name she gave it years ago. That name was never online, never spoken around anyone else. Only she knew it. My hands started shaking. This wasn't a hacker. This was either something supernatural or something worse. That night, I dreamed of her. She was outside my window, soaked, her mouth barely moving. She whispered, "You left me." I woke up drenched in sweat. My phone buzzed. New message from Emily's account. I opened it. My chest locked. It said, "Don't ignore me again." I stared at that message for an hour. Don't ignore me again. It felt like a threat. Emily never talked like that. It was cold, flat, like someone else was using her voice. But then came the next line. I can't move on if you keep forgetting me. My blood ran cold. Forgetting her? I typed. Emily, if this is really you, what do you want from me? No reply. A day passed. Then another. I started to relax. Maybe it stopped. Maybe the account got locked. But on the third night, my doorbell rang. 3:12 a.m. I checked the window. No one. Just wet footprints on the porch. I didn't sleep. Next morning, new message. I rang. You didn't answer. The tone was off. Not angry, disappointed. Like I'd let her down. My hands trembled. I didn't want to reply, but I couldn't stop myself. What do you want me to do? I whispered it aloud before I typed it. The answer came instantly. Say goodbye. I didn't know what she meant. I thought I had said goodbye. I went to her funeral. I left flowers. I cried for weeks. But maybe that wasn't enough. Maybe she didn't hear it. Maybe she was stuck because of me. Because I never really let go. I sat on my bed and said it out loud. Goodbye, Emily. My voice cracked. It felt stupid. Empty. The room went quiet. For a while, nothing happened. No buzz. No message. I started to cry. Maybe that was it. Maybe she'd leave me alone now. That night, I slept for the first time in weeks. The peace lasted 4 days. Then my TV turned on by itself at 2:07 a.m. static. Just static. Then silence. My phone buzzed. That wasn't good enough. My skin prickled. She was angry now. Desperate. I typed fast. Tell me how. Her response. Come see me. That didn't make sense. I replied. You're gone. There's nothing to see. No answer. Until sunset. Then the message. Then I'll come to you. I dropped my phone. That night, I left every light on. But when I woke up, 3 words were smeared on the bathroom mirror. You promised goodbye. I stared at the mirror. The words were written in something thick, maybe steam, maybe not. I hadn't showered. The air was dry. That writing didn't come from condensation. It was written from inside something colder. Something that didn't care about laws of nature or being invited in. I wiped the mirror clean and left the house. I didn't pack. I didn't even lock the door. I just ran. I stayed at a friend's place that night. Told him my apartment was being fumigated. But I barely slept. Every noise in the dark felt like footsteps. Every buzz made me sick. Next morning, I checked my phone. 6 missed messages. All from Emily. You left again. Why are you scared? Come home. Then, I'm cold. So dark here. Last one read, "Let me in." I turned off the phone. Dead silence. But inside, I felt her waiting, closer than before. I finally told my friend. He said it was grief, trauma, maybe a hallucination. Block the account, he said. But I tried that already. Facebook wouldn't let me. Every time I hit block, the screen glitched. Once, it even crashed the whole app. Her account can't be removed. I went back home at noon. Sunlight made it feel safer. The mirror was clean, but the bathroom stank of salt water. No leaks, no plumbing issues, just that cold, damp smell. I opened windows, turned on fans. Then I saw it on my desk. Her old bracelet, the one buried with her. I froze. I hadn't seen that bracelet in over a year. It had her initials etched inside. Yem. I checked the photos from her funeral. She was wearing it in the casket. I was sure. There's no way it could be here, unless someone had dug her up, or unless she brought it back herself. That night, I sat on the floor, holding the bracelet. I whispered, "Emily, what do you want?" Lights flickered. My phone lit up. One message. "I want home." I typed back, "You are home." The typing bubble appeared, then disappeared, then returned. Final reply, "No, you are." Her last message, "No, you are." It echoed in my head all night. I started questioning everything. Was I dead? Dreaming? Losing grip? I pinched myself until I bled. I screamed into pillows. I checked hospital records. No accidents. No coma. But her words kept circling. "You are." I reread every message. They weren't just grief or longing. They were mapping something. A path. A pressure. Like she wasn't trying to haunt me. She was trying to pull me somewhere. But where? And why? She never said, "I miss you." Just, "Come here. Let me in. You are." I searched her Facebook again. No timeline activity, no tagged photos. But in the About section, something had changed. One line added, "Together again soon." I didn't put that there. No one else had access. I deleted it. An hour later, it was back, and bolded. I tried deleting her profile altogether. This time, the screen went black. Then white text appeared, "Don't." That's it. Just that one word. I slammed the laptop shut. My ears rang. Lights dimmed. I looked at the window, and there she was. Just her eyes, watching me. The next day, I drove to her grave. I needed answers. The ground was undisturbed. Headstone clean. But the flowers I placed last year were fresh. Like someone had just laid them there. A note was tucked under the vase. Handwritten. I pulled it out with shaking hands. It said, "Still waiting." The handwriting was hers. I know because I still have her old birthday cards. Same slanted W. Same broken loop on G. No one else wrote like that. It was real. I fell to my knees. I whispered, "Please stop." A breeze moved through the trees, icy cold. I looked back down at the paper. One more word had appeared beneath the first line. Fresh ink. Wet. Impossible. It said, "Soon." That night, I didn't sleep. I didn't eat. I didn't move. And when my phone buzzed again, I didn't look. I already knew it was her. And I knew this wasn't ending. The next morning, my phone was on the floor, screen cracked. It had a single new notification. "I'm inside now." I never opened it. I didn't have to. Every shadow in my apartment felt wrong. The air was heavier. The silence wasn't empty. It was full of something waiting. I left the lights on, music playing, anything to keep the stillness away. But none of it helped. I started hearing things. Whispers from behind doors. A soft knock when no one was home. The sound of water dripping even though the faucets were dry. She was changing the rules. Then came the voice. Not from my phone. Not from the walls. From inside my own head. At first, it was faint. A hum behind thoughts. But soon, I could hear her clearly. "Don't fight it. You're close now. Almost home." I started screaming just to drown her out. I went to a priest. I don't even believe in that stuff, but I begged him to bless my apartment. He walked in, paused, then turned pale. He didn't finish the blessing. He just said, "Something's already claimed this place." Then he left. No prayer. No charge. Just fear. I checked myself into a hotel that night. No mirrors. No pictures. I turned off every device. No Wi-Fi. No phone. Just darkness. Still, I woke up at 3 a.m. She was standing at the foot of the bed. Not ghostly. Not glowing. Just there. Soaked. Shaking. Whispering, "Stay." I blinked, and she was gone. But the sheets were wet. I smelled salt and mud. My phone, which I'd powered off, was on the pillow beside me. Lit up. New message. You came here for nothing. My heart pounded. She wasn't tied to the apartment. She was tied to me. I tried running again. Different hotel. Different city. I even changed my number. But the first night in the new place, I heard her breathing right behind me. Then a voice from the corner. This isn't about where you go. It's about what you promised. I asked, what promise? Her reply came not through text, but in my head. A memory. Her voice, clear as day. No matter what happens, we'll always find each other. We said it once, drunk on a rooftop, stars overhead. I thought it was sweet. She thought it was a deal. She never forgot that night. Apparently, neither did the universe. I don't know if I spoke it with too much feeling, or if she died holding on to it too tightly, but that promise stuck. I didn't bind myself to love. I bound myself to her forever, and now she's cashing it in. I opened old photos, zoomed in on her eyes. There was something there I hadn't seen before, a sadness too heavy for one person, or maybe a warning. I looked at her last text from when she was alive. It simply said, "Don't forget." I hadn't. That's the problem. She started speaking through others. My barista said, "You should stay," unprompted. A stranger on the street whispered, "Soon." Even my mom called and said, "Emily's waiting," then hung up. She didn't remember the call. No one did. Like they'd been hijacked for a moment. I began to lose time. Minutes would disappear. I'd find myself in rooms I didn't enter. My reflection would blink when I didn't. My voice recorder played static, then laughter. Hers. And once, when I looked in the mirror, I saw her standing right behind me, smiling. I smashed every mirror in the house, covered the screens, stopped reading, stopped speaking. Still, I felt her, sitting beside me, breathing with me, whispering inside my thoughts. She wasn't just near anymore. She was inside, and I could feel myself slipping away. I don't know how long I have left. Not alive, just me. The part that resists. The part that says, "This isn't right." That voice is fading. Hers is growing. And sometimes, when I speak, I hear her words come out. I don't think I'm the one telling this story anymore. Some days I wake up and don't remember falling asleep. I find my phone open with drafts typed out, messages I don't recall writing. I'm almost here. I see through you now. One said, "Let me wear your skin." That one shook me most, because it was in my own voice. I called old friends, trying to anchor myself. They said I sounded strange, distant. One said I laughed at the wrong time. Another said I called at 3 a.m. and whispered her name for 5 minutes. I don't remember any of it. I think she's practicing, using my voice. I went to a therapist, tried to explain. He asked me to describe Emily. I showed him a photo. He froze, said he'd seen her before, in a dream. His walls shook. Lights flickered. He ended the session early, said he didn't feel safe. I never went back. I don't blame him. I tried burning the bracelet. The fire wouldn't touch it. I buried it in concrete. The next morning, it was on my pillow, still warm. She wants me to have it. Wear it. I never will. But I'm not sure I'll have a choice for long. My hands move sometimes without me. She sent one last photo. Not of her. Of me. Sleeping. Taken from above. My ceiling has no vents, no holes. I live alone. The angle makes no sense, unless she was floating. Watching. Waiting. The caption read, "Perfect fit." That night, I slept with the lights on. It didn't help. I dreamed I was drowning. Cold water, arms wrapped around me. She whispered, "We finish what we start." I woke up soaked, coughing. My bed reeked of ocean. Sand in the sheets. Salt on my tongue. I live hundreds of miles from the sea. She's bringing the ocean with her. Now when I close my eyes, I see through hers. Dirt, darkness, movement in slow waves. Like I'm in the ground. Like I've been buried alive inside her. Or she's been buried alive inside me. I can't tell whose thoughts are whose anymore. I think we're becoming the same thing. I stopped answering messages. Deleted every app. Smashed every screen. Still, the messages come. Reflected in windows. Car mirrors. Written in condensation. I saw one this morning on my steamed coffee cup. Ready now? My hand shook so bad I dropped it. It shattered like me. The apartment's colder. Lights flicker even when unplugged. My voice echoes when I speak, like someone's answering half a second later. I cover the mirrors, but I still see her. Not her face, mine smiling wrong. Like she's trying me on. Like she's almost finished stitching. I sleep less. When I do, I wake up somewhere else. Once in the woods, once at the cemetery. Barefoot, no memory. Just dirt under my nails and salt water on my lips. I think she's rehearsing, moving through me, testing what it's like to live again. Through me. People say they've seen me in places I haven't been, talking to strangers, laughing in stores. But it's not me. It's her, borrowing my body, my life. Soon, I think I won't get it back. I don't know what happens then. Do I go where she came from? Or stay trapped inside her? I've started writing letters to myself, hiding them, hoping to remind me who I am if she takes over. But they're disappearing. Or worse, rewritten. One I found today ended with, "Thank you for letting me in." It was my handwriting, but those weren't my words. Not anymore. If you're hearing this, I need you to remember, love can echo past death. Promises hold weight. Be careful what you say in the dark. Be careful who hears you. Because if they hold on tightly enough, they might pull you through. Even if you don't want to come. There's knocking now. Not on the door. From inside the walls. Rhythmic. Patient. Not asking to be let in anymore. She knows she already is. If I disappear, don't look for me. Don't message. Don't reply. She's still watching. And next time, she might want you instead.